Okay, hello everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name's Angela, and we are going to look at this little sketchbook today. This is something my daughter got, one of those cheapy little art kits that you can buy that's got like 100 pieces in it. But it's an acrylic pad, and I had never used an acrylic pad. Like, I'm all about painting on paper. So I was interested to see what this was about. And first off, when I open it, it looks like, let me get to a page that's not. It's literally sheets of canvas in a book. I don't know if you can see the texture. I really didn't think I would like it. I didn't. But so far, I'm enjoying it. So what we're going to do today, I made these little mini abstracts a while ago. It took me all of like taping it off and everything, probably 5 minutes. And I love doing these. You cannot mess this up, okay? You cannot mess this up. I don't worry about the tape being even. Take the pressure of perfectionism off yourself. Just take it off. You don't have to break out the rulers. It's going to still work even if the tape's crooked. Unless you're trying to sell it, you know, as a professional piece. Don't worry about being perfect in any of this, okay? Pick out your colors. I grabbed some colors, and like I said, we've got pasta, some craft paint, and some ink. Pick out some colors that you want to use. You can use anything, color pencil, paint, markers, acrylic markers, doesn't matter. Oh, let's throw in some oil pastels. Hold on. Okay, so I pulled out a red and a purple oil pastels. And when I say you cannot mess this up, I'm not kidding, guys. You cannot mess this up. It's gonna look great no matter what you do, okay? So I have mine taped off. And these squares, like a tic-tac-toe board. And the first thing you're going to do is just make a mark. But you want your marks to carry from square to square. Okay, you're not going to sit here and do every little square separate. That's the secret to this, okay? You're going to carry it from square to square, all around the page, every mark you make, okay? So we're going to start with, let's see, how did I start a while ago? I don't even know. But I'm going to start with a oil pastel this time. Okay, so you're just going to go, see how I've done that? I went from square to square, right over the tape. Doesn't it just block the tape out? The tape is not even there, okay? The tape does not exist. And just start making, no, I don't want to do that yet. Let's see. Let's do a pasta. Sometimes wants to add an ink, but that's okay. And some of them I'll linger and make thicker marks in them, just so the marks are different. Now let's move into the ink. My ink's almost dried out, or empty. So I'll take a wet brush and go into that and wet it. Dab into the ink. See? Okay. Push that through. Okay. Now with something like this, if you're using a wet medium like ink, paint, pasta dries pretty fast. The acrylic markers dry pretty fast no matter what brand you're using. They're going to dry quick. But using ink just now, I want the ink to completely dry or you're just going to have a smudgy mess, okay? So let's give this time to dry and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so the ink is dry. You can also use things like charcoal, but if you're going to use charcoal, which is something that can't dry, you know, it's going to smear and smudge, or water-soluble pastels, you want to spray something over them. I use cheap hairspray. You can use a fixative. It's just up to you what you want to use. But you want to spray something over and let it dry. You want to seal it, okay? Or again, you'll have a smudgy mess. Okay, so next, let's do an ink. All right, so I'm gonna take the ink, make a dot, 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 dot. Just placing dots. Then I'll take my brush and we'll begin to make the marks. This time we're going into the white paint. I don't mind if the paint smears with the ink. I kind of like the way that looks, so I'm not going to bother with waiting for this to dry. Of course, I like texture, so I'll leave that line right there. I will not touch it. I'm just trying to use the paint that's on the handle of the brush right there. Okay. All right. And again, I don't want a smudgy mess, so we're going to let the paint dry. Now, as I step back and look at this, I can tell that my end squares need a little bit of care, need some attention, so I'll be putting more attention on these end squares this next go around. And I'll probably just use my red pastel to make marks, okay? Doesn't look like this is quite dry yet. So I need to let that dry. All right, so while we're waiting for this to dry, it's taking quite a long time to dry. I'm just gonna take the red pastel and we're gonna make marks, okay? So, is my clock ticking? Yep, all right, here we go. Let's start over here. I just made the number 2 over there. I'll have to rectify that because that's all I can see now. Go through here with it. I don't know how I'm gonna fix this. This is water soluble, so I'll probably just smudge that out. Let's go ahead and take care of that. Make a mark you don't like. If it can't be smudged out, just paint over it. Show you how I fix this. And you see my water is quite dirty, I can tell. But I'm fine with that, no worries. Okay, and because I had to smudge there, I need to smudge somewhere else. So, smudge over here. Smudge over here. Because right now I'm thinking of the piece as a whole, right? I'm not thinking about a bunch of separate squares. I'm thinking of this as one whole piece, okay? To keep everything cohesive. What do we do next? Let's do a yellow pasta, okay? And again, same thing. I'm just going over, carrying the marks over. Okay. Then I think we'll do one more layer of the white paint, just for pop, right? Okay. I'm gonna let all this dry. All right, so most of it is dry, and I'm so bad for removing the tape too early. And that's probably what I'm about to do here also, so we'll see how this goes. But take a piece, and all you do is you're just peeling the tape. And see, some of mine got under the tape right here. That's okay, it's all right. We're just playing, no big deal. All right, so get your tape off. I might have to lay you guys down. Hold on, can't do this with one hand. Oh, I got stuff pushing my book. Okay. All right, so now let's just remove the tape. And if it's not perfect, who cares, right? Who cares? This is just something fun for you to do. Hold on, I got mixed up with the tape. Put this one on first. Oh, my tape tore. This is why I don't do a lot of taping off. This is about the only time I use tape, is when I'm doing these little abstracts. I don't have the patience to let things dry. Okay. There we go. Ah. Right. Got tape stuck in my sleeve and everything else. All right. And you can tape it and just tear in the paper, but you can tape it any way you want to. Make however many squares you want to make. Does not matter. All right. Now, let me get you back up. Hold on. And now I have several of these tiny abstracts. I know they're not perfectly symmetrical, but I don't really care. And, oh yeah, this is supposed to be canvas. But as you can see, it tore just like paper, so I'm not impressed with that. It is on the cheaper end. Maybe if you bought a more expensive acrylic paper, that would not happen. Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, let me show you the close-ups. I have all these tiny, ooh, I love that one, I like the texture. And that one, all these tiny little abstracts. And I could take one of these and actually make bigger abstracts from it, right? This is the one I done off camera. Okay, super easy, super fun. Don't worry about messing up. Who cares, right? It's not like you're trying to sell it. It's not a commission piece. This is just something for you to practice with. It's another technique to get you out of the perfectionism, okay? You guys have a great and wonderful day. Bye.